animals doing human things. So I have some rats that I drew a long time ago, drinking gin and smoking, which is probably, it's a thing rats do. But I've been thinking a lot about animals doing human things, and I'm still under the weather. So I thought we could come up with some animals and then some human things that they might do, and and then pull them out of a hat for later in the stream. And I could start drawing another rat doing something else. So I'm going to put these rats down here. And then I'll draw another rat. Let me move some of this stuff. These are all my pencils. These are colored pencils. Yeah, so if anyone has any suggestions for animals or things that animals might do, I was going to do, what was it? Oh, a an animal putting on deodorant. Like something very human. Like more human than you would think. Or like weirdly human. So let's do that. Rats are nice because I draw them all the time, or I have drawn them a lot. So you can kind of, I say you, so I can kind of fake it. Not fake it. It's easy. It's easier for me. I like rats. I had rats as pets when I was a little kid. I told my little brother, my parents asked me what kind of pets I wanted. And I knew we couldn't get anything like big or like we couldn't get cats or anything like that. Which way does the thumb go? If you're lifting up your arm, it goes pointing in towards your body. Okay. And my friend had rats. She didn't have them anymore, but she had them and she really loved them. And she was always talking about how great having rats was. So when I had the opportunity, I think we were getting rid of crayfish or some other, like there was something, some bargaining moment. And I was like, oh, I want rats. And my little brother was like, I want a pet too. How come you didn't ask me? And then my mom was like, oh, okay, like what kind of pet do you want? And he was like, I want a snake. And I just think that's pretty funny. I don't even think he was thinking, oh, they eat rats. But it turned out to be pretty funny. Yeah, so here's some rats we did earlier. They're having a social meeting, and then we're doing this one here, which will be a rat like applying deodorant. What's the Old Spice? So I grew up on Long Island, and there's this like local brand, this PC Richards, and they have like a whistle, and then Old Spice also has a whistle, but like I didn't see commercials for Old Spice. I saw commercials for PC Richard, and so I always think about that. I tried to make him look teenagery by giving him a little whiskers. Hey, Oddfud, welcome, welcome. I think he's looking pretty suave. I don't know why. I really like this scribbly um, sort of style for animals. I think I need a sip of soda in my throat. I hope everyone's New Year's going good so far. Mine is. We basically have only done grocery shopping, and we recorded a video, which was fun. Um, my wife has a YouTube channel, Odd Fud, and we recorded a video on her channel over there called, like, basically it was our New Year's predictions, like things we think will happen in 2026. A lot of them were things like I do think will happen, but some of them were things that I was like kind of hopeful will happen. And that was fun. All right. A rat putting on some deodorant. If anyone has any suggestions for animals that I should do, human things or human things that some animals should do, we can throw them in a bucket and we can pull them out, or even just maybe just do them, depending on if they sound fun. I'm just going to give them a little bit more definition, kind of finish them up. Rats' noses are like really cute pink. So are the inside of their ears and their feet. Their tails are kind of like tan. All right. I like that one a lot. We have these guys sharing a drink. We have this guy sharing, removing his stink. Oh, my tea. While we think of another thing that rhymes with ink, we'll do that. Oh, not really. It can be anything. Oh, you know what I was thinking? We have this 8 ball, and I'm not going to do it today, but I was thinking about like converting this magic 8 ball into like another thing. I was thinking about like sanding it down and painting it. I thought that would be fun. It's just an old one I got from a yard sale. All right. So now let's see. We need another animal. I mean, we could do a rat, but then we need him doing something. How about a rat? Oh, there was someone that was talking about a gay rat wedding. There was a woman on a popular Reddit story who was wanted to wear a Reddit dress. That's a when you wear a white dress to a wedding. It's Reddit dressing. No, I wanted to wear a dress to a gay wedding that had rats all over it, and she was like, "Get it? Gay rat wedding." And then, because I guess in Arthur there was Mr. and Mr. like Mr. Rattiford or something got married to another rat, or maybe he didn't even get married to another rat. Although I think in they're all they're all the same species, aren't they? And um, Arthur. So I just had the thought, what if we do the rat equivalent of that woman? Oh, I didn't know you could do like a magic 8 ball. So just the sketch out of the rat is something like this. And then we'll figure out the dress. Okay. So I think So in the story, in the Reddit story, they don't talk about it, but I think it was probably a wedding dress because there was no wedding part to the gay rat wedding dress. It was just like a bunch of rats pinned to a dress, and she was like, "It represents gay rat wedding." And so my guess was the dress is also white. So then I also think it's probably a wedding dress. So I'm gonna do a the inverse. Imagine this is a wedding dress. And do like a ribbon waist. A little bit of tulle. All right, we gotta start sticking humans to this. I've been drawing a lot of mini people lately. I assume they'd be like Barbie dolls. Man, it is very cold where we are. Not not like in the scheme of things, but for this location and this time of year. So it's like 10 degrees. I'll do a little feet sticking out the back here. You gotta assume she has some on the back. Do one arm over there. Get a couple more. Maybe we'll do a baby doll. And I think we'll do some like attachment sewing also. Kind of show that they are sewn on. Whoa. My desk is over here moving. I know people are off for winter break. I know people are going back to school, going back to work. That's rough. I feel ya. I remember, I think I still remember that being the hardest part of the whole school year. I didn't mind going back to school after like summer vacation. I didn't mind going back to school after spring break, for example, or like other longish vacations. Even maybe sometimes after a long absence. Sometimes I was sick. Going back to school after that can be really rough. But man, I hated going back to school after winter break. I just was like, I was exhausted. I did not want to do school anymore. Like, it just felt like I was beat down. I feel like that's the point where you're like been doing it at for my school. By the time winter break rolled around, it was almost exactly halfway through. Um, and to think like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to do this for exactly this again, a whole nother time. And like it just felt like it was really catching up, like it really caught up to you. I want her to be very like, what? Gay human wedding, guys. Hey, Lon. Hey, Epic. Welcome back. Oh, King Mario's brother. Cool. I read it. I don't know who was here when I started telling this story, but a Reddit story about a woman who wanted to wear a dress with a bunch of rats on it to her boyfriend's friend's wedding. And she was doing it because she wanted it to reference a meme, Gay Rat Wedding, because they were a gay couple getting married. And the boyfriend was like, nah, that's no. And I think they broke up because she insisted, and he was like, no, that's no, not going to happen. And so we're doing gay human wedding dress on a rat. Give her a little bow. Some jewelry. Pow, 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 bum, 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 bum. Da-na-na-na. Some shading so her head is separate from her neck. And then I extended the cheeks, so they have to erase the original cheeks. There we go. Yeah, we can do El Chavo, but I'm writing it wrong. El Chavo. I've been promising requests for a while, and I haven't been feeling good, so I haven't been doing them. But if you have an animal or a human thing, like a thing that humans do, or both, an animal doing a human thing, let me hear it so we can put that in the list of things to draw after we finish El Chavo. And I'll start El Chavo real soon because I think she's done. Oh, I forgot the feet. Man, I used to like feet. There's a lot of stuff that I hated drawing because I just felt like it was never going to get right. And I would think about it and try to like get the angles just right. And it would be really frustrating because like especially when like so this foot, right? This part of the foot like gets so foreshortened that like it's almost hiding other parts of the foot. And I would start thinking about that so much and be like, I have to get that just right, otherwise it's going to look bad. But like, you got to just do it. And that's what I did. I just kept doing it because like there was no, I had to draw them. Like, I was drawing them. And so eventually I feel more comfortable doing them. That's all. I'm not trying to, it's not like a magic trick. I'm looking up El Chavo. I don't remember or know maybe what he looks like. Although El Chavo del Ocho does sound familiar. Oh, 72 to 93, an old TV show. Now I'm stoked. Oh yeah. It does kind of remind of Minnie Mouse. It's like if Minnie Mouse wasn't corporate. Is El Chapo the man in the striped shirt? Oh wait, the animated series. I'm looking at like the dude. Okay, I see. I see, I see. I see El Chapo. It's not El Chapo, El Chavo. Sorry, sorry. Okay. You know what? This dress, I think, like unironically slaps. Just like an old wedding dress, like beat to shit, like with a bunch of little human dolls sewn onto it. I like that a lot. All right, let's see what we got next. Yeah, I might. Okay, El Chavo. Okay, okay, okay. His suspenders are weird. I got him. I got him. I got him. I can't see. Okay, okay. El Chavez. Oh my God. I need to learn to read. All right, we got El Chavez. We'll do. It's good because he's a cartoon. Aw, that's a good one. Those propeller hats, man, they're funny. But big cute eyes, I think that's pretty standard nowadays. There's an idea, like so we think of big cute eyes often as anime eyes, right? But you can watch old like Looney Tunes and stuff, and they will have like big cute eyes. Um, and that's Chuck Jones. But one of the reasons anime has big cute eyes, and I've definitely said this before, is because of DuckTales, the comic books. So the comic books became very popular because the writing was really good. And it's Carl Barks, and he did a whole bunch. He basically was allowed to just write and illustrate and um, everything. The DuckTales comic books, like in the 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s. I think he did it for 20 years or almost 25 years on and off. It was essentially his whole career. And he was trained because he applied to become an animator, and they were like, "You're fine." Like he was trained by Disney because he got hired, and then they didn't like him because he was too kind of detailed, too off book, but not like in a bad way. He was just like, "Oh, it can be a little bit better if you do it like this." And they're like, "Yeah, it could be a little bit better, but we're not trying to make it as good as we can do it. We're trying to make it so we can, um, we're animating. So it's not, we got to make it drawable quickly and over again." And so he wasn't getting up to speed, so they let him go. But when he applied through a third party company, which was not Disney, but it was somebody who was hired by Disney to make these comic books, he applied to do the comic books, and they were like, "Oh, bro, you already know." Whoa, Gooey, Ooey, and Dewey. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean Huey, Dewey, and Louie. That's what I remember them always as being. But like, I could see that. Like, I think they are named different things in different countries. You should see if perhaps there was a different translation, and you're not having Mandela. I'm going to assume he has three fingers because I can't see. I looked up the reference, but I can't see what his hand looks like. So I'm going to assume, like very many cartoon characters, he has the three fingers. And we'll put the other hand in his pocket. Yeah, so DuckTales, man. So it was a very, very popular comic book. Eventually, so I don't think he started out writing it. Eventually, though, he was writing it. They trusted him to do the whole production, so he was getting more money because he was writing it and stuff. And he would, just like in a modern anime, is like basically one guy doing the whole thing. That's what this was. That was the same method, which was not usual for American comics at the time. Now, this is like right in really kind of in the beginning of comics, especially in the beginning of like these kind of mass produced for kids, quote unquote, comics. Although DuckTales wasn't exactly for kids because you had like some pretty um what's it called? Like adult themes. I can't tell. Does this this guy's smile looks doofy. Um this is getting close though. I think his chin's too high. Why does he look worried? I keep drawing him worried. Here, we'll get him real happy. It's his eye. His eye. He's like got a worried eye. His eyes in the drawing that the reference that I'm looking at are very angled like this. And so maybe that's how he's supposed to look, but I'm going to just kind of change the eye shape a little. And then his hat. His hat's like green checkered. Oh, hey, Thunderhawk. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. This is El Chavo. This is a wedding rat that we just drew. El Chavo. Oh, it's not El Chavo. It's El Chavez is a request from somebody. It's a cartoon character. I'm not sure where's this cartoon character from? Brazil? That's my guess. Chavez. Chavez. Okay, he has a striped shirt, so we'll just kind of stripe that in there. Let's stripe the whole thing and then erase the straps, the suspenders. But yeah, we're doing animals who are doing human things. Oh, cool. Yeah, this is just based on a Reddit story where a woman was wearing a wedding dress with a bunch of rats on it. I reversed that to do this. But today I want to do animals doing human things. So I have this guy, and then I have like this rat putting on deodorant. He's getting ready for a date, I think. We'll give him like a bow tie. That's not how bow ties look. Okay, that's a little bit better. I think it's El Chavez. It was a request. And it's a cartoon character based on a TV show from the 70s. The cartoon character's this guy. I don't know the dude from the 70s. I love when you have like a three-dimensional object, and then instead of giving it a texture that actually follows the contours, you just like slap a texture over it that's flat. There's something about that I really like. It when you can like move around and it's like in 3D space, like in a video game or something, the effect can be a little like jarring because you do lose like the three dimensionality of the object. Although sometimes you can then put like shadows on it and stuff. Chava. Okay, yeah. Oh, it's from. Okay, I'm looking at a. This is El Chavo, correct. The reference drawing I'm looking at, the reference image, just says Chavez above it. So I was confused. All right. Not not bad. I should have done them in my own style. That's what I try to do with cartoons, but I mean, it is in my own style a little bit. Hey, All right, let's do another rat doing something crazy. Um, this one, like, I feel like she wants to fight me. She is not. She's not having it. Or we can do, I also draw a lot of geese. We could do a goose. Oh my gosh. Pardon me. Got my hair brush falling down. There we go. Okay. I do like geese and ducks. They're fun because you can their necks can do all sorts of stuff. That can make them a little hard too, but let's have this neck kind of like folded in on itself. We'll have the goose be looking at us straight down the camera. I don't usually do that. I feel like geese can be harder to convey emotions or expressions even because rats have a lot of face you can work with. I'm going to switch out pencils. This is a thicker pencil. I'm going to go to a thinner one. But like geese, you can't really like move their bill around a lot. Does anyone know the difference between a bill and a beak? I swear I've heard it before, but I have no idea. So I feel like you have to convey so much um, with body language with geese. Well, I don't always make them incredibly realistic, so do an eyebrow. I should have done a rat. No offense to this goose, I'm just not feeling it. What should he wear? Overalls, coveralls. Let's do like a sort of a bodysuit. Like a spandex bodysuit. Like he's who's the guy? He's like a million years old. He did exercise videos. Rich, Richard. God, I cannot think of it. Smoking, having a vape or whatever. Really mad. Why? He doesn't even want to know what's going on with you. All right. Now we'll do a rat. We could do a rat having tea. I'm just thinking that because I'm literally having tea. Someone said a rat paying taxes. I think we could do that. Let's just get the head. I think we'll do profile today for this guy. There's the ears, the head. This will be where the eye is. Okay. And I'm going to make this an older rat, because when I think of taxes, I think of being old. And he's going to be putting something in the mailbox. We might have to turn his head. Yeah, I think because he's going to be putting something in the mailbox, like, I think we'll turn his head so he's looking at it, but let's finish drawing it first. Which way do they go? Like that? Oh, yeah. My brain just froze up on the foot. What does the foot look like? Yeah, there it is. Body, mailbox. This is the ground. This is the mailbox part. Well, what other, there's like a bunch of different, sometimes you don't think about things just because, like, why would you ever think about it? So that just happened to me. Like, this is a mailbox where I live, and it's like big and blue. But like, there's other mailboxes around the world, right? Like, they're probably not big and blue. And it just got me wondering, like, what do other people's mailboxes look like? Ours are on little feet, usually bolted to the ground. Sometimes they put a red one out for Santa. Good old St. Nicholas. It has a bunch of labels on it, stickers saying, like, don't be weird about the mail, weirdo. I'm sure that's what everyone's... I don't know. Like, I think I have a memory that in the UK, their mailboxes are just like posts, like literally a post with like a part where you can open it, and then like the mail falls in there. It just says like post or whatever on it. And then there's no weird stickers about like all the stuff that you can and can't do with the mail. I feel like ours, it's not just weird stickers saying like don't be weird about the mail. It's definitely that. But you also have ones that are like, hey, the last pickup for this mailbox is 5 o'clock on most days, and on Sundays it's never, and on Saturdays it's 2, unless it's a holiday, and then it's never. And it's like, it's useful. But I genuinely think in the UK they're just like big posts that don't say shit. Oh, what is it? What's his name? Cuomo, River Cuomo, River, something like that. Ooh, ew. Okay, yeah. So I think I will turn his head a bit so he's looking down. It kind of looks weird. He's just like staring off into space. So I'll have him looking at what he's doing. Yeah, Weezer. I agree. My first dance at my wedding was to Weezer. Hate those guys. No, obviously. Maybe not obviously. I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay, put the eyeball here, ball. I want to give him glasses. Because again, he's old. You can tell he's old because he's paying his taxes. Ah, I have to turn. I, it's silly. If there's just a tiny turn like this, I struggle to not just draw it straight. Like I don't know why my brain really is just like that turn doesn't matter. And like even though I know the eye should be turned here and look a little different, when I go to draw the eye, I'm gonna draw it straight. And so I've moved my seat. So I'm now sitting over here. So I'm looking at it turned. You can tell maybe because where my arms are coming from. But I don't know why that is. Like if it was turned more, I'd have no problem drawing it turned. That's the thing that is interesting to me. Now I have Weezer stuck in my head. And Buddy Holly too. So all right, we gotta dress this rat a little bit. Woohoo! And I know oh, I'm gonna move this leg back. He's not balanced. Here we go, bud. There you go. Don't fall down. There you go. Don't fall down. Put this foot on the ground. All right, all right. So maybe a vest. I was thinking about a vest for someone else that I drew today. So maybe I'm just on a vest kick. A little vest and like a short sleeve shirt for some reason. I kind of like it. Hey, Malik. Awesome. Welcome, welcome. We're doing animals. So far, it's been rats, but animals doing particularly human things. I gotta, I gotta change the glasses. Like we should be seeing these like basically side on. And like I wanted to make them look more interesting, so I like sort of fudged it to see if I could get away with it. I don't think I could, so we just changed it back. How are the braces? I think about my braces sometimes. I had braces for a long time, and I just remember like the thing I remember most is the wax because the bands used to cut my tongue. And I have to get this wax, and you stick the wax on, and then that helped a lot. Oh, I forgot this girl's tail. I think it'll just come out the back because rats probably have a hole cut in their dresses where their tail can come out. That's my guess anyway. If you guys know otherwise, let me know. I'm always interested in bettering my understanding of rat fashion. Oh yeah, the glasses look much better when they're drawn correctly instead of not. Okay. Uh-huh. Thank you, Atfa. That is true. You're the guy who got the good grades so that he could get, I don't know, so that they could get blue and pink colors. That's You're the good grades kid. No, no. Eh, actually, this is not bad. Hmm. Ooh, ooh. I think a rat who's paying his taxes probably wears a wristwatch. I don't know why I'm making somebody who pays their taxes like 70. All right. That's good. Post. All right. We got Reddit, Reddit wedding. We got deodorant. We got I'm sending a letter to my grandchildren. All right. Gotta think what's next. Ooh, maybe yeah, we got it. We got it. Oof. There we go. Okay. Yep. Body, 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 body. This is how I have to say the things I'm drawing. That's not true. Um, but sometimes I think it just like that. Body, 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 body. Gotta draw the body, 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 body. Gosh darn it, Reddit. I mean, Weezer. My brain is stuck on Reddit. We've been listening to some Reddit stories. I think you guys can tell what this rat's doing. How would that look? Like this, I think. So I learned somewhere that you're supposed to draw the shape of the hand and then work backwards from that. I think it's been working for me, except for a lot of the times I don't even know what the shape of the hand's supposed to be, which is great because then it forces me to figure out what the shape of the hand is supposed to be before I even start drawing, which is probably why it's a benefit, because like you really should know what the shape of the hand is supposed to be before you start drawing it. I think this ear will be entirely occluded. We'll do this ear and eye, and maybe we'll have the eye shut. Am I on? You guys can see this? Yeah. Oh, his mouth should probably be open. I don't draw a lot of open-mouthed rats. And certainly not at this steep of an angle. You know what? I think we're not really seeing very much of this. I think I'm doing that same thing I did with the glasses. And I'm trying to get more out of this than I should be. I shouldn't have drawn the whiskers so early. I think it's right here somewhere. Nose. We'll do the big teeth there. This will come in. We'll get the teeth in there. Hang on. I think I did the same thing here. I think we should be seeing almost none of this. Hey, Merry Christmas, Desert Rainflock. It's Sapley. How you doing? Good night and drink water. Okay. Thanks for coming in, if you're still here. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I shouldn't have done such a steep angle because I am regretting it. But I think it'll look good if we can get it right. All right. Okay. And then I think let's so what I will sometimes do is I will come back and be like, what I should have done from the beginning is have drawn the shape of what I want this to look like. So I could see oh, that's right. This one seems good enough. I don't think I think maybe this side is a little too forward right there, but I think everything else is fine. So I'm going to leave it. And we will do some clothes. I think first, let's get some just bracelets. Should we give them a, I'm trying to think if we should give them shoes. We can give them some rings on the picking hand. Probably not on the playing hand. I don't think he has a choker, but let's give him like a deep V T, and then we'll have it be ripped up a little bit. Oop. Old man post office. Yeah. I think a ripped up V-neck t-shirt feels pretty rock star. Rat star? No. Star rat? Nope, nope. And it can be like, what is it like when they sell you the shirt now and it's destroyed? It's one of those. He bought it this way. He's not out here destroying his own shirts. Give the man some credit. What is this? Oh, that's the guitar strap. Whoops. Okay, well, let's make it look more correct. Or look more like something. This. Okay. I don't know if you can really give a rat like genes. Let's try it. What's gonna happen? Make it a little baggy. Again, I assume rats' tails are dealt with in their clothes. So we're going to assume that for the genes too. We'll erase some of the leg. Now that it's genes. All right, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. Which is a good sign. Let's give it some pockets, some zipper, some seamage. Okay. Can't see the other pocket, that's fine. And we'll do some tears and rips in these, although I think with a rat they would be different, but I don't think we have to get into that for aesthetic purposes. Like maybe technically their genes would be ripped in different places if they were ripped because of use, but they're ripped because of aesthetics, right? Because they're copying human fashion. That's my guess. I'll give them a belt. I'll have the belt kind of like hanging down a little bit. Ooh, we'll make it studs, I think. Or those like double circle belts. This is a solid belt. These double circle riveted belts, man, they ain't going nowhere. Infinitely adjustable. I mean, they have a look to them. So like, if you don't like the look, that's kind of, that makes it kind of hard. Okay. All right, some pickups. Get these strings a little bit more straight lined on the bottom here. Little pegs. Looking pretty good, Rat Star. Why don't we give him a little amp? Looking good. Rockstar, rat star. Oh, I forgot the bug. It goes over there. Okay. So we got rat star, rockstar. We got sending out his old man taxes rat. We got deodorant rat. We got gay human wedding rat. Oh yeah, and teenage dirtbag rat. Oh, his feet kind of get lost in the sauce. So I'm just gonna kind of pop them back in here. Just kind of make them a little bit more seeable, beable. Okay. Well, let's see. What's the next rat? Oh, let's give them machine heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I'm missing anything else on the guitar. I mean, I'm not going to do the pegs and everything, but... Oh, I was thinking about doing on his tail, like, some sort of rat jewelry. So I think I will do that. Because we don't have tails, so we don't wear jewelry on our tails, but like a rat might. We'll do a spike and we'll do like a kind of a cuff or something. Sometimes I get too detailed in this stuff and get like really bogged down, but that's okay. I think that looks good. No, I didn't. That's really good thickness. Yeah. Who's Shredder now? Yeah. We can it's actually a Foot Clan amp. Man, it took me so long to realize that Foot is a joke based on Daredevil because Daredevil fights the Hand Clan, and so they fight the Foot Clan. Uh-oh. No, Splinter is the rat who lives underground. He named his son Shredder. As like a... He's like, nah, bro. Who's bothered? Names his son Shredder. His bio son Shredder. Alright. We got gay human wedding. If you guys know the Reddit story about the woman who wanted to wear a dress to a gay wedding with rats all over it because of gay rat wedding, the meme, this is the reverse. We have taxes rat. I don't know why I did taxes rat. We have deodorant rat. We have Shredder, not Splinter, Shredder. All right. I don't know what's next. Yeah, Shredder's is, I think he might actually technically be from another, like an alien from another, or from another dimension. I can't remember. I think in some he is, but no, yeah, Shredder is a person. He's head of the Foot Clan. He works for Krang, who's a brain. He's definitely an alien. get some fresh paper up in here. Ninja Turtles. Gosh, what? This one came out better than I thought, actually. Rat Boy. I am. What is that song? I am something boy. Somebody stole my raspberries. I don't know. Okay. What's another human thing that a rat could do? Let's try to do rat playing DDR. He's just a dad. Oh yeah, is he? Yeah, I've been meaning to watch the old film. I saw two on TV at some point, and I was like, "What the hell?" Uh, and I just remember one being so good. I did watch it relatively recently. I remember like the scene in the abandoned subway station is like so good. Like, I mean, the whole set, not just the scene, and the puppeteering is top notch. Okay, what? Oh. What about a clothes shopping? I don't want to do too many clothes for. No, the first one wasn't clothes. The first one was like well, it was a dress. Hmm. I don't know what this rat is doing, but this is his face or her face. Okay. Huh? What do you think about that? Huh? Eh? Eh? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So I was thinking about a rat, like sitting at the computer shopping, or oh man, is it $5,000 right now? Right before we were, a few months ago, we were gonna build a computer, and we like priced it all out, and it was like a little bit more than $2,000. And we're like, okay, we'll buy that over like Black Friday with the sales and everything. And like, it's just gotten more expensive since then. The only thing we bought was an SSD. And it's just like, ah. But we built the buddy a computer, and he doesn't use it. So we're thinking about asking him if we can buy it. Oh my God. Yeah, we got a Samsung for sure. Ooh, a rat yearning for when times are simpler. Yeah, I do love Samsung for storage. I agree. They are the brand. And if you shop around or get like the slightly lower tier ones, they can be competitive in price. I feel like they go on sale the most, although who knows right now. Freaking this this chase for compute is like it's gonna kill us all. But really. I, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So then where's the head? Like, ear. Okay. I think the eye is supposed to be foreshortened and I'm not doing it. And like my brain is like not working at this moment about this rat. I might just restart this one. He looks like a teddy bear. Yeah, let's just go like no no plan. Who cares? It's gonna look bad anyway. Type. Sometimes this is the best for when you've been struggling and made some stupid mistakes. Yes, we that was the one thing I had shopped and shopped for, and I was like, maybe we should just buy the RAM. And I'm so upset. I mean, we didn't know, although like thinking about it, I should have known, um, because that we could have afforded at the time, and it's just like I don't know. We can hold off, and I have 64 in mine, so we could switch that out. And I think I have old sticks that could probably work. So we could figure something out. But ugh, it's crazy. Yeah, and I wonder how many people then are going to like really low, or really high rather, like initial read speeds and stuff, and like it's going to be really interesting, like what the best buy for the value is. I mean, hopefully I don't have to build anyone's computers. Or I guess I could build people's computers. Maybe people want to save some money and they'll hire me to build some computers for them. And then I can make some money that way and I can buy my own parts. That actually might work because you can save a decent amount of money even if you pay me to build a computer compared to like buying it from HP or someone. I don't know who does Alienware, I guess would be more the equivalent. Oh, I just threw my eraser totally off my desk. Yeah, that's true. This would be for us, we would build one for video editing. And so we were looking at a pretty big graphics card and a decent amount of RAM set to hold the video while you're like, and a lot of times I've seen, and this was certainly true on some of my builds, where the RAM is the bottleneck. And so like I had thought for a long time the graphics card was the bottleneck on my machine and ended up getting a new graphics card. I was upgrading the whole machine anyway, and I knew one thing I wanted was a new graphics card, so I got a new graphics card. And I was really surprised that my illustration programs and my photo editing programs and stuff were not getting any faster. Like I was still having these like huge stutters, and it wasn't. And then I was like, oh, I thought like obviously I thought it was a graphics card and DRAM, and I looked into it, and it turned out it was Yeah, that is gross. I didn't know they did that. I haven't bought a pre-built in or even looked into pre-builts in quite a long time. That that would that's really messed up. It's like it's like gosh, it feels like the ancient days of Pentiums. I guess yeah, Pentium like well, they usually had onboard motherboard graphics, but like that type of thing. Did they? Now I'm doubting my memory. I'm doing a rat installing some RAM. So I guess my hope is we can probably hold off on building the computer for probably a year at least, maybe even more. So if we can't get my buddy's computer, who he's not using, which we still haven't talked to him about, we will. Then we will probably um, hopefully production goes up or something happens. Production goes up or the AI bubble bursts or whatever, and we can get things at a more reasonable for us price. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty good. I'm gonna write that down. I don't think we could afford it at this moment, but we're not you know, stuff happens. Halo Strix. Framework. Halo framework sticks. Oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't done an AMD, but we might as well. Well, there was something I was looking at, and they were saying like for Adobe products, which is what we're using, there's some advantages to having NVIDIA, but who knows? I'll have to reread up on it. Like, it might not be a big enough for that kind of savings. It might not be a big enough advantage. I don't remember. My brain is telling me it's you don't get any hardware acceleration, but Yeah, yeah, that was the thing is looking into Premiere, which is the main thing. They were like, there's for rendering, if my memory serves me correctly, there's like whole types of rendering that AMD just can't do. And it's like AMD might be good for games and like general stuff, but and for price, right? AMD is usually a good like more bang for your buck, but like you lose out on this. I have to look into it. I think it's just they have it like a specific type of rendering that they go right through the NVIDIA chip and like it's directly your it just goes directly through the card that you don't get with AMD. But I was looking at like benchmarks and everything when I built it on PC Parts Picker to like see what we were looking at. But yeah, we decided at the moment we're not in a big rush. And then if we can get the buddy's computer also instead, even if we can just like borrow it for a while, that could work. This guy's boring. Oh, we'll put him in a shirt. We'll put him in a nerd outfit. That'll be interesting to me. Yeah. Is it Gopher Boy? Why do I have this song stuck in my head? We'll have him be his grounding bracelet. Mm. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's definitely the recommended if you're doing video editing, which is what we've been working on lately, or even some of the graphic design and illustration stuff to use Intel and NVIDIA. And like a lot of the times they're like even going like instead of getting the cheaper AMD, like just dropping down the NVIDIA you're using to the next one down will be a big, it's still better. It's like sometimes I wish I didn't, well, not sometimes. I often wish that like there were open source versions of some of the, I know video editing, but for design and painting and stuff, you don't have anything like InDesign and Illustrator and Photoshop. Quite, it doesn't quite live up to it. And you know, especially because I'm like really built into the system. And I've worked with Proton and Wine to get them working on Linux. I very much like Linux. Um, and I dual booted for a long time and would only go over to Windows for uh, InDesign mostly in Illustrator because I did get Photoshop working to an acceptable level for quite a while. Um, Although it took a lot of work. Um, but yeah, a lot on that kind of stuff, a lot of the time you don't get access to your full, well, you certainly don't get access to your NVIDIA. So in that case, Like some of the AMD stuff would be good if we were using Linux, especially for video editing. We might be able to get away with that. Like OpenShot, I think, has drivers for AMD that do some good stuff in Linux. But I don't know. I'm not thinking about it right now. It's depressing with what Windows 11 has done, like what Microsoft has done with the newest Windows updates. I mean, yeah, yeah, like the switch over to 11 is gross what they're doing there. And then the shoving the AI everywhere is another, especially because their own research shows people don't want it and people aren't using it. And so it's just like trying to make it agentic on my damn computer. Get the hell out of here. And like, you can't, like, AI is incredibly hackable. I will look into Affinity Suite. Um, I've not even heard of that one. Like AI is incredibly hackable. There was a big research paper that showed you can hack basically any AI with poetry. Like if you can frame your requests into florid enough language and make it seem poetic enough, then they found that with no like warm-ups, no seeding. What is it called when you like you prepare it and you go through, or a lot of the time some of these hacks require like you to fill the memory for a long time to make the AI stupid, and then you can hack it by doing like the grandma trick. That was one of the things with the grandma trick. It didn't work right out of the box. You had to like spend a lot of time with the AI, and then you'd be like, "Can you tell me how to make napalm as my grandma or whatever?" And um, I'm not going to be able to make this video public. I'll have to edit that one part out. Um, then it would work. 134. Let me write that down. But with the poetry one, you can do it cold. You can sit down, write a piece of poetry, and to ask the AI to do something that it's not supposed to do. That's true. That's true. I remember I had the Anarchist Cookbook when I was a kid. It was one of the earliest things we downloaded on the internet, me and my friends, when we got on the internet. We found it, we loved it, and then one time I was in New York City and there was a copy of it and I bought it and it was great. This is I like it. Let's try to do a geometric rat actually. Since these are all looking pretty good. I still think this is my favorite, although the Rockstar one is a close second. And Deodorant is also very good. He's not bad. He's just a little weird. And I remember when Fight Club came out, and I saw it, like him doing that. That's in the Anarchist Cookbook, and I was like, oh my god, awesome! And there's another recipe in the Anarchist Cookbook too. Uh, oh yeah, geometric rat. I think this one we will do doing rat things. So that's the hip, that's the knee, that's the ankle, and this is the toes. Hip, knee, ankle, and toes. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out the pose. I think this is pretty good. Looking at us like, hey, what the hell? Whoop. Yeah, is that in, like, what is it, Project Mayhem? I don't remember the booklets. Oh, I'm just drawing a rat, which is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I am supposed to be figuring out a geometric rat. I think let's do this circle as a big square. We'll kind of go in between. It's outside. It's like split the difference. We'll try to make it about the same. Is it about the same area? I don't even know. And then that'll go down. We won't see the end of that. Oh, we see the bottom of it probably, yeah. I have to make a choice there. We'll make that choice after. And then we'll do one here. This is this way, so I think we'll do this one hip, knee. Okay. Like this. And then this part, just go. And then toe, and I mean, yeah. Okay, I think that for geometric rat looks fine. I'll do the back one. Very similar. Just kind of, you can see more of the sides on the back one. Don't know why, but there it is. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out where like where am I the viewer? I think we're seeing just a little bit. Okay. That's what we're going to do because we're seeing, yeah. I'm trying to explain it. Just finish your sentences, please, Chris. I am trying to make choices about basically the angle of the viewer in relation to the geometry of this rat. And I usually try to avoid making these choices and just let my lizard brain choose to do it. But I was making different choices for different sections of this geometric rat. So I had to actually make a choice. I don't like that. No, it's fine. This is the floor, so its hand will have to come down a little more. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with these. With these shapes. I think these are right. I think after this geometric rat, I'll have to call it a night. Oh yeah, there's some here, definitely. Okay, okay. I like these geometric animals because I do ink them. I think they turn out really good with an inking. Mm-hmm. This guy turns into a regular... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I think that needs to be a little cleaned up. I guess we shouldn't do... We have this, is it an octagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this regular octagon. I don't think it works. I really wanted it to work. That's why I did it. But no. I think we just have to do a square. I think it's possible to maybe get it to work if we went... Well, we can do like a square with cut corners like this, maybe. So I think the problem was then you have a square for the center part, the nose. That's like coming together. And I think the regular octagon made it just too complicated of a shape to then read the square of the nose and everything. And so I think we'll do this. No, I don't like that either. Well, I'll keep going with it for a little bit, because maybe I will like it. So we have to think some of these will be shaded from just from the ink. No, I don't like it again. I think we might... I really want the rat to be looking at us straight on, but that does complicate things because you only get to see the shape then from straight on. I think that's part of the problem why these aren't looking right. And that doesn't look terrible. I don't think it looks right either. Well, we'll do the hands, which are just going to be these big flat blocks. No, this one is going to be that one, and then a big flat block. My voice is going. Oh, gosh. Embarrassing. So I guess I should get off. All right. Let's go over the guys we did today. We did Geometric Rat 1. Geometric Rat-ish. Okay. Now, we did Rockstar Rat. Deodor Rat. Sending a letter to his grandson Rat. Human gay wedding rat. Oh my god, Ram is expensive rat. We also did this fuck you goose. which I forgot about. And that's everything. All right. This turned out to be a rat of a stream. Thanks, everybody. I hope you guys have a good night. If I'm feeling good tomorrow, my voice is still there, I will try to stream. Always a blast. This is my favorite one, I think. So, bye.